Perfect. So the recording has started. So last week we were learning about checkmate and one. So I hope you all have your assignments with you. Okay. Okay. Is joining. Okay. Okay. You want to go first? White to play the best move that can checkmate.
We didn't do anything. We didn't
do the first one.
What do you mean?
He didn't do the first one.
It's
because
not. We don't know it.
Okay, that's fine. Naira, you want to go? Go ahead, Naira.
NF night.
NF what?
Night F7. Checkmate.
What are you giving check with?
With night. F7 checkmate.
So when you move the knight to F7, king cannot go to D6. You're giving a check with the rook, and the fifth rank is blocked by the queen. Yeah?
Right?
Yes? So you say, I want to move my knight. I want to move my knight to F7, checkmate, because, please watch carefully, the queen is blocking the fifth rank, rook is giving a check to the king, and knight blocks the king not to run away to D6, game over. Yeah? Right. Is there any other answer anybody wrote? There are two ways to checkmate this. Zain, what did you write?
What?
What did you write?
I didn't get this one.
Okay, can you come closer, Zain? I'm not able to hear you clearly. Come closer to your computer, please.
I did not get this one.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Excellent, Naira. Good job. Great job. So there are two ways to solve this. One is obviously what Naira said. Move the knight to F7. Give a checkmate. The other way of doing the same thing would be you can move the knight to C4. That will also be checkmate. So both knight to F7 or knight to C4, both will result in checkmate. Okay? Very good. Very, very good. Good job, Naira. So let's go to the next one. This is black to play. Safan, this is for you. Black to play the best move for black that can checkmate the white king.
You can move your queen to G7, G2, capture the rook, and it gives a checkmate.
No. If you look, watch this carefully. If you capture my rook, Safan, my queen will capture you.
And then if they're both swapped, then the rook can come down and capture the other queen.
No, if the rook can capture the other queen, then my king will capture you. So you lose your rook, you lose your queen. I'll only lose my queen. That won't work. Correct? Okay. Samira?
RXG2 hashtag.
No, RX, same thing, what Safan said.
Well,
RXG2 is not checkmate because my queen will capture you.
But then, oh, right.
That may not work.
Wait.
Nuan, what did you write?
I again.
RXG2 hashtag.
What, ma'am? Mom, I'm not able to hear you.
He wrote the same thing. Captured the rook, and then he gave the checkmate to the.
Yeah, rook will not work. Now so I want you to start understanding like this, okay? The
I
rook
think
is,
I know.
well, one minute, Safan, I'll ask you, you can answer. I want to just explain one concept here, okay? So the rook is supported by two pieces. Rook is attacked by two pieces. So you have the same number of support and attack, which means you will not be able to gain anything. So that is what I wanted to start thinking about. Anytime you play chess, always make sure how many chess pieces are supporting it, how many chess pieces are attacking it. Yes, Safan, you want to go now?
Do you move the bishop to h2?
That won't work. If you move your bishop to h2, I'll say thank you very much. I'll go hide behind your bishop. That's not a checkmate. Okay, Zain, what did you write?
So I don't think this is right, but the best I could do was QH2 hashtag.
Q what?
H2.
Checkmate?
Yeah.
Naira, what did you write?
Q h2.
QH2 what?
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Both Zain and Naira are right. So the correct move is you move the queen to h2. Please understand this card. No one look at the board. No one look at the board. No one look at the board. Look at the board. Then you can write. I want you to understand this concept, please. It's a very, very important concept. Please listen to this carefully. Look at the board. You move the queen to h2 to give a check. Obviously, you know this. The bishop is supporting the queen. You may be thinking, oh, the rook can capture the queen. No, because if the rook is going to move away, this rook will get the king. That will be illegal in chess because we all know you can't make a move and put your own king in check. That is illegal in chess. That's the reason why the correct move is move the queen to h2. When you move the queen to h2, that is a checkmate. After some time, we are going to be learning a very, very, very important topic in a tactic called pin. So I just want to give you an overview of pin. Pin is nothing but you pin this chess piece, you hold the chess piece so that chess piece cannot move away. So in this case, you're holding the rook on g2, so the rook cannot go away because this rook is holding this rook against the king. This is called a spin. We'll learn about pin when we talk about tactics. For now, understand that there is a concept called pin where this rook cannot move away. So, Nuwan, Safan, Samaira, please fix it where you move the queen to h2, checkmate. Okay, Nuwan, next is for you. White to play. Make a move for white that can checkmate the black king. This should be very, very simple.
Okay. RH5 hashtag.
Excellent. Great job. That's the right move. Great job. So I want you to understand a very important concept. Very, very important concept here. The rook goes to h5 to give a check. Unfortunately, the king will not be able to go to g8 or g6 because of this knight. Excellent, Nuwan. Where you move the rook to h5, checkmate. Excellent. Okay, Zain, next is for you. White to play and win.
Okay, so I said RE4 hashtag.
RE4 hashtag is the right move because the pawn blocks this. This pawn blocks this. King blocks this. King blocks this. And then bishop is going to give us support to the rook. So RE4 hashtag is the right move. Good? Okay. So Myra, next is for you. Black to play. Play the best move for black that can checkmate the white king.
So there was kind of like two notations for this, I think, because the one I did was PG1 equals sign Q hashtag or PG1 R hashtag.
So let's look at the board for a minute. Zain, please look at the board for a minute. If you move your pawn to G1 and promote to anything, it doesn't matter whether you promote to rook or you promote to a queen, my queen will capture you. So that's
Yeah.
not a checkmate. Right, Samira?
You.
You did the same.
Yeah, but you're very, very close. Very, very close. Safan, what did you write for this?
Same thing.
Where is it?
Right here.
I didn't write anything.
Yeah, right here. See, that's what you did. You said the pawn. He did the
Okay.
same thing.
Okay, very good. Naira, what did you write?
Q hashtag.
Nama, what? Can you repeat one more time?
BX2 hashtag.
Excellent. Great job. Great job, Naira.
This
The only correct move here, please watch this carefully. The only correct move is bishop F2 checkmate. Watch this carefully because pawn blocks the F1 square, queen blocks the D1 square, queen also blocks the D2 square, and queen supports F2. So the only correct move is B uppercase B, B, F2 number sign. Yes, Zain, you have a question? Yeah.
I did rook to E8.
Rook what?
Rook to E8. Hashtag.
Rook to E8? Rook to E8 will not work because if you move the rook to E8, I can block your check with my bishop. So that won't work. So the correct move here is you move the bishop to F2 checkmate.
Which one's right?
Okay.
one.
Is that the last one or you have one more?
One.
One more? Okay, good. Okay, black to play. This should be very easy. Black to play, make a move, checkmate in one move. Who want to go?
Safan.
Okay, Safan.
Okay, so now unmute him.
Oh, it's on.
Unmute. Okay.
Okay, too easy.
Ah. What did you write? I want you to look at from your assignment.
QE3 hashtag.
Excellent. Excellent, Safan. Great job. QE3. Game over. Bye-bye, King. Take some rest. Go and play soccer with Safan. Right? So you move your queen to E3. That is a checkmate. Game over.
Samara muted.
Anybody who got 6 out of 6? Excellent. Great job. Great job. 5 out of 6. Anybody 5 out of 6?
No.
4 out of 6. Excellent, Zain. Excellent, Nuan. Nuan, you got 4?
I got 4 out of 6.
Huh?
I got 4 out of 6.
Excellent. 3 out of 6. Good, good. That's okay. That's okay. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. Only one thing what I would recommend is for you to set up the board at home. It's going to get harder as we go. So one recommendation what I have for you all is do not look at the assignment. Set up the board as per the assignment and then try to solve it. Then you'll be able to solve it. Okay. So now please close your binders. Please close your binders. You're all very, very smart. So we are going to really make you to think more, to challenge more. Here, it looks simple. The board looks simple. You have a king, a black king. You have a white pawn. You have a white king. We all know when a king is just on the board, that color or that side cannot win because of what? What is this called in chess? Where you cannot win your game with the chess pieces what you have on the board. Is it?
It's called stalemate.
Nope. Samira? Samira, unmute, madam.
Wait, what was the question again?
Okay. The question was, if you don't have the enough chess pieces on the board for you to win, what is it called in chess?
A draw?
Nope.
Stalemate?
Nope.
Checkmate?
How can it be checkmate?
She's just guessing, Samara.
Madam,
Samara muted Samara.
I will give you a clue. It has got 2 words. One word starts with I. I is in India. It starts with I. The next letter in the first word is N. N as in Nancy.
En passant? En passant?
En passant starts with E, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
start with I.
If you don't know, then
Huh?
say,
What did you say?
On promotion? Starts with the P.
But look, you can move your pawn straight and boom, you get a new pawn.
Yeah, that's true, but
you
no.
muted.
Okay, the third alphabet is yes. Yes as in Safan.
Insufficient pieces?
Huh?
Insufficient pieces?
Insufficient is right. Very, very good, Zain. It is called as insufficient material.
My mom got that.
Please understand this terminology very, very clearly. Insufficient material in chess means you do not have the right chess pieces for you to win your game. So in this case, black can never ever win the game because black only has a king. You can never win a game with just a lone king on your chessboard. So what I want you to make sure is, if you only have a king on the board, you cannot play for a win. You can only play for a draw. Okay? And we'll be looking at more and more insufficient material situations. Now, the question for you here is, starting this week, you are not only going to be thinking about checkmate in 1 move, you are going to be thinking about checkmate in 2 moves. What does that mean? In this case, it is white to play. So you're going to be thinking about 1 white move, 1 black move, and the second white move. So it's white to play, checkmate the blacking in 2 moves. So I'm going to give you a minute for you to analyze this position. So you're going to tell me 3 moves. First move for white, first move for black, second move for white. Safan raises his hand. Go ahead, Safan.
You move your pawn to B8, and then you can become a knight.
Knight?
Yes.
Nope.
And if it runs away, the king runs away, it can just capture it.
Okay. One of the other insufficient material is
Queen?
king and a knight. When you have a king and a knight, you can never win your game. Okay, so you can't promote to a knight, that will
What
never
about
win your
queen?
game.
What about a queen?
You want to promote to a queen? So when you promote to a queen, where can the black king move to?
Down
Down means what? Tell me the square name.
on A6.
Very good. What would be your second move for white?
Move the queen to H8.
A8.
What?
No, you can't do that. Because it
You
can
can't
get-
go to A8. If you go to A8, Safan, my king will run away. My king will run away to B5. That won't work.
That's hard.
It's not hard.
How about you move your king?
Samira, you want to give a try? Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
So you promote your pawn to a bishop? No, well, if it was a bishop, then no, not a bishop. A queen.
Uh-huh.
And then the king moves away to A6.
Uh-huh.
Then you can move your king to C6, so it, you know.
No, if it goes, look, watch this carefully. First move is promotion. I run away. Then if you move your king here, Samira, then my king will start running to A5. Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay. Naira, what do you think? Give it a try.
Bol.
Are you looking at the board?
Naira.
Are you looking at the board, or you're looking, or thinking about khichdi?
Bol.
Zain, go ahead.
Bol.
Okay, so first you promote your pawn to a queen.
Can you come closer, Zain, please? I can't hear you. Ah.
Hit my head. Okay, so first you promote the pawn to a queen, and then when the king moves to A6, you move your queen to B6.
Excellent. Great job, Zain. So watch this carefully. Luan, please watch this carefully. When you promote, you can either promote to a queen, a rook, a bishop, or a knight. In this position, queen is your best choice. I'll tell you why. When you promote to a queen, automatically you're giving a check to the king. So here I want you to look at this very carefully. Look at the notation carefully. B8Q plus. Understand this carefully. You moved your pawn to B8. When you moved your pawn to B8, you promoted to a queen. That's the reason why you have an uppercase Q. When you did that, you gave a check. That's the reason why you see a plus. So B8Q plus. Some players will write B8 equals Q. Both are right. Both are right, okay? Now, when you give a check, the one and only square. One and only square, the black king can go is A6. Then a very simple move, QB6. Check, supported by the king cannot run anywhere because I can't move my king to A7. I can't move my king to A5. I can't move my king to B5. I can't move my king to B7. Game over. Understood? Yeah? Very good. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to tell you white can make two moves. Make two moves for white that can checkmate the black king. What two moves white can make that can checkmate the black king? Safan, you know that? Go ahead. Samira, please unmute.
You can move your rook to H8.
If you move your, hold on. If you move your rook to H8, you're giving a check, then my king will run away.
Then you move the second rook
Ah.
to C7.
No, if you move your c7, I'll say, thank you very much, Safan. Thank you for your rook. I will capture your rook.
That's kind of tough.
So that may not work. But Safan, you are very close. You are very, very close. Think about a better move, but you are very, very close. Very close.
Move your rook to d4.
Move your rook to what?
d4.
If you move your rook to d4 and give a check, then my king will run away to e8 or e7. Then you can't checkmate. Think about this, guy. Think about this. Take your time.
I think the edge 8 part was right.
Okay, can you put it on mute?
You want to give it a try? It's perfectly fine if you don't get the answer, but I want you to start trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you move your rook to d6.
You move your rook to what?
d6. You move your rook to
Did you say e6?
d6.
No. If you move your rook to c6, then my king will run away. My king will run away. I can even attack you. So that may not work.
But what if my other rook came?
Remember, if your other rook goes, then I will capture your rook. That won't work. Naira, you want to give it a try?
The rook will go to c8.
No, you can't, right? If you go to c8, Naira, I'll immediately capture you. Yeah? So that won't work. Okay. Samira, you want to give it a try?
Yeah. So I think first you have to move your rook to edge 8 to give the first check. I'm sure this is probably not right, but if it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I'm actually.
Let
You
her.
can't-
So
One thing, Samira, please keep in mind. If you move your rook to h8,
it can,
I will run away.
I know that, but then you can give like another check with the other rook. But
That can't be a checkmate. Remember, you can only make 2 moves.
okay.
You can only make 2 moves. Zain,
So-
go ahead.
So first you move your rook on h1 to h7, which only leaves it 5 squares to move. And then it's supposed to move to e8 because that's the only square it can move to. And then you move your rook on c4 to c8.
Excellent. Great job. So watch this carefully, guys. Watch this carefully. You have to block the king on the last rank so the king cannot run away. So the simple thing would be, I move my rook to h7, not h8, because I'm blocking the king so the king cannot escape the 8th rank. When I do that, the one and only move the black king can do is to move the king to e8. When that happens, you move a very simple move. You move the second rook. So this rook blocks the 7th rank. This rook gives a check and the king cannot escape. Understood? Understood? Yeah? Thumbs up? Good. Okay. We'll do 1 more, 2 more, then we'll play. This is going to be one of the hardest position you can think. It looks easy. You may be thinking, oh, I have a queen, I have a rook. Sorry, I have a queen, I have a king, and black has a king. We all know, can black win this game? Can black win this game? Black cannot win this game because of what? Nuan, tell me why black cannot win this game. We just learned. It's a 2-word. Why black cannot win this game?
Don't ask me. You just learned.
Remember, we just heard. It's a 2-word. What you have to tell.
Insufficient material. Best job. Say insufficient material. Say
What?
nothing. There's nothing for that.
Yeah. Samira?
Material.
Insufficient material.
Insufficient material. Very, very good. Insufficient material. So one thing is for sure. There can be 3 outcomes in any chess game. White can win. Black can win. The game can end in a draw. In this case, black can never, ever win the game because of insufficient material. So there can be only 2 outcomes. Either white can win or the game can end in a draw. So let's look at this position. Now tell me, what is the best move white should do? I want you all to take a minute. Do you have a paper and pencil in front of you? If you have a paper and pencil in front of you, write the move. Yeah, you can even flip your assignment right at the back side.
Mr. Balaji, is there a problem? Is there if there's a way to checkmate in one move?
You can't checkmate in one move.
Yeah, but what if the king moves up to h6? Then the king has nowhere else to go. That would be stalemate, right?
That is not a checkmate.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
stalemate.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So write your move. Then I'm going to give you 1 minute. Then I'm going to ask you a question. And you're going to read what you wrote. It's perfectly fine if you make a mistake. White to play. Checkmate the black king in 2 moves. Okay. I'm going to go in the same sequence. Samira, what did you write?
Q to A8
Okay.
first.
Safwan, what did you write?
Nothing.
Did you write anything? Say, okay, I didn't write anything.
Okay. Naira, what did you write?
I write Queen G7.
Okay. Zain, what did you write?
Wait.
I wrote a stalemate, so that wouldn't work.
Okay. Nuwan, what did you write?
Q G6.
Huh?
Q G6.
Okay, good.
Wait, no, Mr. Balaji.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you move your king to H6 or G6 first, and then your king would probably move like to like let's say
That will be
it
stalemate.
would move to like G8, and then you would move your queen to like A8, so that would kind of be in like a.
Excellent. Great job, Samira. You are one of the very, very few who solved this position. It's not an easy one. So watch this carefully. Watch this carefully, guys. If you move, let's go with what you just said. If you move your queen to A8 as your first move, my king will run away. So you can't checkmate in one move. So that is not possible. And somebody said, I want to move my queen. I think Naira said, I want to move my queen to G7. If that happens, king will capture your queen, then the game is over. When a game is over, what I mean by that is, both white and black will be a drawn game. Somebody also said, I want to move my king to H6. If I move my king to H6, watch this carefully, guys. We are learning a new concept. When you move your king to h6, is the black king in check? No. Can the black king go anywhere? I can't move my king to g8 because of the queen. I can't move my king to g7 because of the king. I can't move my king to h7 because of the king. So understand this carefully. If it is your turn to make the move, if you cannot make any legal move, then it is called as stalemate. A stalemate is a position where it is my turn to make the move. I cannot make any legal chess moves. We all know you can't move a king next to the other king. We all know you can't make a move and put your own king in check. So in this case, you will not be able to move the king to h6. You can't move your queen to g. It's the same thing here. If I move my queen to g6, it's the same thing. Now, black king is not in check. Black king cannot go to g8. Black king cannot go to g7. Black king cannot go to h7. It is a stalemate. So why this is very important? Instead of white winning the game, white drew the game, which is not good for white. So the difference between a stalemate and a checkmate is just one incorrect move. I want you to keep that in mind, because when you have a king and a queen, very likely you may get a stalemate. That's the reason why, guys, when you are playing, let's say you're all playing black in this position, don't give up. Don't give up, because you don't know if the other player know how to give a checkmate with a king and a queen. Instead of you getting a 0 point, you may get a half a point by getting a stalemate. So never give up when you only have a king on the board. You may be thinking white is going to win. You're assuming white is going to win, but you don't know for sure if white is going to win the game. You all understand? So what Samaira said is 100% right. You don't move the king to h6. Instead, you move the king to g6. When I move my king to g6, guess what? I am blocking the g7 square and h7 square, so the king cannot go. This is not a stalemate, because the king can go to g8. You all agree? When the king goes to g8, tell me, what is this called? What is this position called when one king is looking at the other king with just one square in between? What is it called in chess? Samira, unmute your phone thing, please. Go ahead.
Pin?
Nope.
Not pin. I know that.
What is it called in chess?
No, it's
What did you
not.
say? What did you say?
Illegal move? No, it
Nope.
can't be an illegal move.
It is one word. It starts with O. O as an Oscar, or O as an ostrich.
Ooh.
Opposite kings?
Almost there. Come out with a different word for opposite.
Opposing?
Opponents? Opponents?
Fine tune your word. You're almost there.
Opponents? Well, what do you mean fine tune?
So, opposition, opponent.
Position.
Opposition is the right word. I just left the word, got the word out. So, I was about to say, oppo is the correct. Then you have to find the second part of the word. So,
Opposition.
the reason why opposition is very important, in order for you to win the game, guys, the only way you can win a king and a queen end game is to get into an opposition. if you don't get into an opposition, you will never be able to win the game. So look for an opposition, and then you should be able to win the game comfortably. Okay, good. Okay.
Wait,
So-
but Mr. Balaji, how does making yourself in opposition make you win the
You
game?
always push your king to the end of the board and then get into an opposition.
Oh, it's
So
kind
in
of
this
like
case, so here, by moving my king to G6, I'm forcing the black king to go to an opposition. Now, a very simple move, Queen A8, game over, because I got an opposition and then I gave a checkmate by moving the queen to A8. Understood?
yes, sir.
Excellent. Okay. Here we are going to be learning a new concept. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Please write it down when you know the answer. Checkmate in 2 moves. White to play checkmate in 2. White to play checkmate in 2 moves. 2 minutes for you.
Did you get it?
I.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Samira got it? Okay, go ahead. Samira?
So, like you said, you wanted to get an opposition when the king is on the end of the board. So
Mhm.
I think the first move you should do like an opposition, so like to E6, and then the only way, like if you the king goes to E6, the only place the king can move to is D8, because if it moves to F8, it would be a check.
Okay.
Move, and then you move your rook to F8 and checkmate, I think.
No,
No, wait, no, it's not checkmate.
because I'll run away.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that.
You're almost there. Almost there.
How can he run away? If he's
Wait,
going to
do
go
you-
here, it can go here.
So instead of moving like your king to E6, can you move it to D6?
So if you move to D6, what happens?
Nothing. And then then your king can move to it can only move to D8, and then you move your rook to F8, and it's kind of like cornered, so because it also has that. I don't
You are
know.
100% correct.
Yay!
Great job. So, very, very good, Samira. What I want you to understand is, if the opposition is not available, you're going to create an opposition. So, for example, you already know the rook is blocking the F file. So, the king can only go to D8. And we also know, for you to win an end game, you have to get into an opposition. So a very, very simple move, king goes to D6. When my king goes to D6, I am basically blocking all these squares so the black king cannot go. Yes? So what does that mean? You are forcing the black king to get into an opposition. This is exactly the position what we saw before in the previous puzzle. If the opposition does not exist, you create an opposition. So what you do here is you move your you move your king to D8, so D6. That forces the black king to go to D8. A very simple move, rook F8, checkmate, because the king will not be able to go to any escape squares because all the escape squares are blocked by the white king. Did anybody else wrote anything else? That way we know, we want to make sure that we got this right. Safan, what did you write?
He didn't write anything, Mr. Balaji.
Okay. Naira, what did you write, ma?
I've been checking.
Naira, what did you write?
She moved king to e6, but that's not the right one. So
Yeah. The only thing is, if you move the king to e6, my king will go to d8, and then when you move your rook to f8, my king will run away to c7.
yeah.
So you won't be able to give a checkmate. Zain, what did you write?
I wrote the same thing as Samira, what she did first.
There, you moved the king to d6 or
No,
e6?
before e6, yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. Nuwan, what did you write? What did you write? Don't look at your mom. You wrote the moves, not mom.
He didn't wrote the move.
Okay.
He
Okay.
wrote the
So
move. I had little helping, but he said, no, this is not the right, but it was right.
yeah. So what I want you to again convey is the only way you can give a checkmate in an end game with a king and a queen or a king and a rook is to give an opposition. The moment you get into an opposition, you'll win this game very, very clearly. We'll do one more. This week, is it okay if I send you two assignments for you to do at home? Okay, good. This is slightly, there are a lot of pieces on the board, so I'm going to flip the board. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Black to play. I just flipped the board now. Black to play checkmate in 2 moves. Black to play checkmate in 2.
I think I figured it out.
Go ahead.
So first move is bishop to b4, and then
Bishop to b4. If you move your bishop to b4, if you are planning to attack my knight, that's not going to work because my rook and my king supports my knight. So you will not be able to give a checkmate in the next move. Nuwan, I also saw your hand rising. Okay. What is what Black's move?
So you move your other bishop. You move your other bishop to C1.
C2.
If you move your other bishop to C2 or C1, my king will capture you. So that may not work.
Okay.
But you are very, very close, very close. Think hard, think hard. Black to play, win in 2 moves.
कोई मूव करेंगे अपन
there's only one path.
कौन सा बिशप को मूव करेंगे
Is it okay if I sacrifice a piece?
It's perfectly fine if you know how to win.
Okay, so first, I think the bishop needs to move to a3, which
Bishop goes to a3. If the bishop goes to a3,
and then the pawn will capture it,
uh-huh,
and then my move would be queen to c3, checkmate.
queen to c3 checkmate. The only problem in that move, Zain, is when you move your bishop to a3, I don't have to capture you. So you're not forcing me to capture.
Well, I'm pretty sure if someone else is my opponent, they would capture it.
Not me. But your first part of your analysis is correct. Your first part of the analysis was, can I sacrifice a chess piece? So that's going to be your clue. That is going to be the clue for all 5 of you. What Zain said. Can you sacrifice a chess piece? So the clue is sacrifice a chess piece for you to win.
Do we have to sacrifice a big piece, like very important?
You can give it a try. In 1 minute, I'm going to give you a second clue if you cannot solve it.
Mr. Balaji,
Yeah.
so could you like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is not right, but do you move your queen to c3, make the pawn capture you, and then move your bishop to a3?
You will have a surprise gift in your mailbox. You're 100% right.
Really?
So,
I don't think so.
so we all know queen is the second most valuable chess piece on the board. But sometimes you may have to sacrifice your queen for you to win the game. So look at this carefully. You already have a very good bishop blocking the diagonal. Yeah. So you move your queen to c3 to give a check. And the king cannot run away the check because the bishop is blocking. So the one and only move white can do is to force capture your queen. Guess what? You move your bishop to a3, like Zain said. Zain said bishop a3. He's right, but the sequence of the moves. I can't make the second move as first move and first move as second move. Now guess what? I'm giving a check to the king. Bishop is blocking all the squares. It is checkmate. So you actually sacrificed your queen to get a checkmate. Yeah? Great job. So I want you to, so hope you can see my board. I mean, this is what I'll be sending you. From this week onwards, what you're going to do is, as soon as mom or dad gives you a printout, I want you to write a W on this side and a B on this side, like how you have your score sheet. In your score sheet, W will be on the left side, black moves will be on the right side, yeah? So every puzzle, you'll write a W here, B here, W here, B here. The reason why that is very important, it is not going to be one move. You are going to be writing more than one move. So you'll exactly write like a score sheet. Well, let's see if I can add notes. Will it allow me to write something? Let's see. Oh, it may allow me to write. Can you see my screen? So you write W on the left side, and then you write B on the right side. So you start writing the moves like this. So that way, it becomes easier for you to write. But in this case, I think it's all, yeah, when it is black to play, same thing. You'll write B, you'll write W. First, you write the black move, then you write the white move, then you write the black move. Okay? And then that's on the assignment. And then on the weekly workouts, you have to complete before next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is what? Next Wednesday is 29th. So before 29th, you have to come. Oh,
Mr. Balaji,
yeah.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
I thought today the adults were supposed to be playing. Are you asking them the question?
Oh, that is next week. Surprise test for moms and dads, or only moms. I see only moms here. So you are going to shift your chair. You are going to be sitting on mom's chair. Mom is going to be sitting on your chair. We are going to quiz your moms.
And then do we get the 20 points for for us completing the online assignments?
Yes. So here, before the next week, that is 29th, so you have to complete up to chapter 19. Okay? Please complete that. So I'm going to look at, because after next week is the end of the month. I'll be generating the certificates for whoever has the maximum number of points. So try to do this before next Wednesday, because next Wednesday will be the last working day for this month. I'll be generating my certificates.
What if there's a tie?
Then 2 people get first place.
That's sad.
What do you mean by that's sad? That's the right thing to do.
Isn't there like one winner and one loser?
No, not always.
I'll do one thing. If two of you are tied, I'm going to look at the assignment what I sent. Whoever gets the assignment correct, I'm going to give 50 bonus points. Okay? Then I'll break the tie. Good. I'm going to stop here for today. Let me stop the recording.